gamer.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Driven by Diversity NASCAR Heat 5 charity race here on NASCAR Heat 5. My name is Joey Stone, driver of the number 8 for ERCR in the eNASCAR Heat Pro League. Alongside me is NASCAR Heat Pro League commentator and NASCAR content creator on YouTube, Rusty Walrus. Rusty, how are you doing?
Man, I'm so excited to be here with Sports Gamers Online in support of Driven by Diversity. We got the whole community out here today. We're doing it for a good cause. And we're going to one of the greatest racetracks in the game. I'm just so happy to be here today.
With that, we are going to introduce Mike Straw from Sports Gamers Online. Mike is the one who put this whole event together. He's working along with Fanatic and NASCAR Heat 5 to bring a great event together. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. And first off, I want to thank the two of you for on such short notice. We put this together in a week to get this up and running and airing live today. And for you guys to come in the clutch and host this for us means the world to me. It means the world to everybody involved. Getting guys like Real Radman, Ed Soundhead, Bob Collars from Operation Sports to join in and race, along with a bunch of great NASCAR Heat fans. I'm expecting not only to finish last, but I'm also even though I'm starting on the pole, not intentionally, but I'm starting on the pole, I'm expecting just a fun, enjoyable afternoon.
The green flag is out. We are underway here at the Auto Club Speedway. Checking out the Justin Mobile, the 73 car leading the field right now with the 22 of Bean. Those two are already away from about half a second in front of the third place car, which I assume is Jaw in the 12 car, who is pretty well known in the NASCAR Heat community when it comes to online racing. Little contact with the 34 Loves machine, but makes it work. He makes the car stick, and he has a huge run out turn number 4 with the draft. He's going to put it 3 wide. Contact as we have the number 2 car in the grass, another car in the grass as well, but they save it. No caution. They keep on going.
Yeah, somebody was mowing the lawn down there through the front stretch, brings it up onto the track clean. The battle up front is still Justin and Bean out front. Bean's just kind of looking for a spot, maybe an opportunity to look for a pass, but they're just kind of cruising out front in the draft, pulling away from the pack. I think that's according to plan. They just want to get away from these guys and try to keep it between them two for the win. But looking back in the pack with Brennan Ader there, these guys are going for it. We're getting slide jobs. This is good stuff here, Joey.
A solid online multiplayer racer at many tracks. This track is, oh, we got a crash! The 73 car around 4 or 5 times in the back straightaway. Will that bring the caution out? I don't think it has. Wow, tough break. We're going to have to see who that was involved in that crash. Tough break for the 73 machine of Nate 125. Heavy damage in the front and the right front. He's definitely going to have to come in and fix that machine if he wants to get all the speed out. Maybe now he's going to hope for a caution, but it looks like we're going to have to wait for a few cars to crash in order to get that yellow flag out.
Yeah, we saw that right there with Racing Nate. We asked in the chat who was the chat's pick to win the race. Everybody was spamming Racing Nate, Racing Nate.
Wow.
And well, he's the first guy to get hooked and turned over. I think we're 5 wide in the back.
We are 5 wide on the front straightaway, and somehow they made it work, and we're riding aboard with, you guessed it, real trouble. The 4 car hard into the inside wall. Back into the wall. He nearly missed the pit road wall. Heavy damage to that number 4 machine. Looked like he was driving the Bulldog eNASCAR Heat Pro League paint scheme. Let's go ahead and take a look at who that was involved in that crash. Justin 484805 involved in that accident. Tough break for the far from over. But if I know one thing for sure, Rusty, these two are hoping this goes green the entire way.
Yeah, these two guys race in a lot of online leagues and races. They've been here before. They know that they got to be there at the end, so that's why they're kind of running just nose to tail in the draft, pulling away, and they're trying to put themselves in that perfect position late in the race, and that's when you're going to see these guys really go at it. It was when they get their last amount of tires and fuel in that car, they're really going to push it, and they're going to race each other really hard up there.
All for a great cause. We're running on board with Eddie Soundhead, the Wreckfest champ himself, right here in this number 2 custom car, throwing it back to the good old Rusty Wallace Miller Lite days. As he's up there, he's in the top dozen. Looks like he's in the top 10, just kind of settling in. No damage on that machine. But he's a solid racer too, Rusty.
Yeah, he's really talented when he's out there and he wants to compete. But Ed Soundhead, he was in the back of the pack. He's working his way forward here. He survived the opening pace lap. He's actually, he's picking up some spots here. I'm impressed with Eddie Soundhead. He's kind of on cruise control.
Do not watch me race. This is terrible.
Oh, we are watching you race right now. We're watching you race. We're running on board with Grapey, Mr. Mike Straub from Sports Gamers Online, and he started on the pole, and he is definitely our biggest dropper of the race award winner right now as he heads into turn number 1. My God, this guy needs some crash courses on how to race. I'm just kidding, Mike. Giving you a hard time.
Don't remind me. It was bad. I spun out when no one was watching on like lap 3, destroyed my tires, and had to go in and get them taken care of.
Let's go to Real Rabbit in the 24 here. We're gonna try talking to him here real quick and drag him in and see how his race is going. Let's see if we can contact that number 14 machine. Hey, Rabbit, Joey and Rusty up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I do. What's up?
Hey, man. Well, you're sitting pretty solid right now. You know, you still got a little bit of work to be made up to the front, but you're keeping the car clean. How's the racing out there?
It's actually like a lot of fun. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised by like how clean everyone is, and if anything, I'm the one that's actually struggling a little bit because I've been playing Heat 5 on a wheel right now. I'm on a controller on the PS4, so it's a little bit different. Just trying to maintain the stability and everything. But yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. We were 5 wide at one. When everyone was holding it, I was like, wow, this is actually like a lot of fun. I've been racing around these guys and then trying to just clean and get some pit stop adjustments. Qualifying, or not qualifying, but just starting in the back didn't really help. So I'm just trying to beat my qualifying position. I think I was like 18. So right now I'm running 17, so I'll take it.
Back up at the front, the 2 guys who have dominated this race all along, Bean in the 22 and Justin in the 73. Justin looking to maybe stay content. Nope, looks like he's going to try to get to the outside of the 22 and arc that corner to get under him here in 1 and 2. We'll follow this battle along here for just a second because this is pretty much the battle for the win right now unless we get a caution in this race.
Yeah, I love the racing from these 2 drivers. They are going to keep it clean and pretty respectful. I expect even through the finish. Look, I just love how Justin is just right there hugging his outside down into turn 3 and 4. A lot of guys, they try to maybe send it on the bottom of turn 3, but Justin was just giving a little bit of peek, maybe that wide arc, like you said, to get that entry, just the wider entry and the lower exit to pull underneath Bean. But Bean keeps the lead down the front stretch here. Really, really strong run here, and Bean's just hitting his marks. Good
racer here on the multiplayer lobbies on NASCAR Heat 5. Raced with him a few times, driving that 96 car. He's been very quiet, but hey, up to P3. Could he be that dark horse if we get a caution?
Yeah, he's a really strong driver out there. I'm keeping an eye on a lot of these guys. Smokes Demog, Jaws, a really competitive driver. There's just so much talent in this field, and it's just because they're back a few seconds back. Like, all it takes is a yellow to get this field stacked back up, especially when they made adjustments. Nice little pack right here. This is what you live for as a race car driver. You're in the draft. You got multiple cars kind of picking different grooves. This is a lot of fun to be a part of. You see them all sort of send it off down right there on that white line. That's where you want to be. Jaws getting a nice exit of the corner here. Maybe you're going to get some toe on the 96 in front of him. But look at these guys use the draft to try to pick up some spots.
Using the draft for sure, and right now I know that 77 car, he is a lap down, but he does have fresher tires, so he is definitely altering this battle. Rusty, this could be the battle here that could change the outcome of this race because we could see a caution. We don't know what's going to happen right here. These guys are racing hard right now as they move up the track. Joe with a huge run out turn 2 as they make some contact door to door down the back straightaway. As, oh yeah, contact again! 77 into the wall. Somehow they did not crash. It looks
by staying in the back, I can see, I wasn't trying to cheat it for myself. You know, I'm helping them.
Yeah, that's a classy move. You know, that's a good point. I probably would have done the same thing too. You put the event on, so maybe you should kind of pull off and let the guys go battle it out front. But speaking of battles out front, Bean and Justin have swapped the lead a couple times here in the last lap or 2, and they Justin gets up with the wall, kisses it just a little bit on the right side. But look at this, they're catching up on lap traffic really quick here. That's going to have a huge impact on the racing, as we saw earlier with the other mid-pack cars. They're going to take the lines away from our leaders. They're going to potentially impact whoever wins this race. Oh, as we see Bean maybe signaling to go to pit road here, Joey.
Yep, looks like both of these guys are going to come in and pit right here. And guys, that's just not any lap traffic up there. That's Ed Soundhead up there. Ed Soundhead's had a clean car this entire time.
Ed!
Oh, he spins!
Oh, Ed goes around, he loops it, but the leaders keep it straight.
I believe it's Bean.
They're nose to tail here. Justin and Bean! Oh, Bean!
Wait, what is
happening?
How
did they keep it straight? How did they keep that straight?
What kind of show is this? My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what is happening right here. And I bet you right now, Justin and Bean Rusty are furious right now that a caution just came out.
They played this race perfectly. It was coming down to these two for the win, but this caution changes literally everything. And now you're going to see guys that shouldn't be up front. They're going to be up front, sending it on these guys to try to steal this win. Joey, talk to me about just the mindset of these guys, maybe third, fourth, fifth on back.
If I know anything coming from the NASCAR ePro League, get ready, pull them belts tight. The green flag is out because we're about to see some crazy racing here. Could be the last restart here at Auto Club. Brennanator, BBS Brennan in the 21 leads the field into turn 1. He hits the apron. He messes up. Here comes the 22. The 22.
Brennanator choked.
But don't look any further. Here comes Justin, 3 wide behind, trying to make up ground. That was going to be 4 wide possibly as they head down to turn number 3.
This is insane. We saw Bean stay out on that pit stop there, or under yellow there. Justin came down and took tires, but he's working his way back forward. He's making his way under Bean. He's already up to P3, now P2, coming to potentially the white flag at Auto Club. Justin is reeling in Brennanator.
White flag is out at Auto Club. The number 2 car, side by side with the 21 as they head down the back straightaway. 3 wide as they head into turn number 3.
Holy cow, where the 14 car sends it on BKR. He's going to maybe make a little bit of coverage. But BKR holds on. It's going to be a drag race. 3 wide down to the checker flag. Oh my goodness. Justin takes the lead.
Caution.
A caution?
The caution's out.
Caution ended the race.
No!
Who was the leader when the caution came out?
Oh, that's a good point. The chat's saying BKR. BKR might have had the nose at the timing line. BKR might have won this race.
BKR is the winner of the Driven by Diversity charity race here on NASCAR E5.